everybody. Tune in to MS24 TV. This is MS Live with your boy Mac Motin. This is the show that we have mind-blowing conversation pertaining to show business with your favorite artists. And without you, the show is impossible. So you always keep interacting with us, keep supporting us. Without you, we can do the show. Guys, I go by the name Mac Motin. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a bit. Amazing song, amazing tune. I have my first guest in the building. She's the soul goddess when it comes to soul music, and she goes by the name Ace the Legend.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I love your outfit.
Thank
You're
you.
killing it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I really love it.
Shout out to my stylist, Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
Yeah.
Okay. So shout out Black Sheep. You're doing everything, bro. I love the outfit. She's looking sexy on the show. Guys, you tune in to MS Live. I go by the name Mac Motin, and it's your boy, Mac Motin, and I'm going to have a great conversation with the ever gorgeous, the soul goddess, Ace the Legend. You're welcome to the show once again. Okay, so let's get...
As the Legend.
As the Legend, sorry.
Yes.
As the Legend
Yes.
on the show. We're going to dive more into your music journey and music career, stuff that you are apt to. Yeah, so how best would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself as a fun lover, energetic, happy girl, you know, emotional, a little sensitive, yeah, creative.
Creative. Yeah. Okay. So what do you mean by being very emotional?
Did I say very emotional? I said emotional.
Okay, emotional.
And a little sensitive.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you mean by that?
It just means that I kind of feel things deeper than, you know, the average person. So I'm always in tune with my emotions and with other people's emotions as well.
Wow. Then I can see that's why you write a lot of love music.
I mean, I don't just write love songs. Please, let's set the record straight. But then, yes, I mean, I can put myself into the shoes of a lover. I can put myself into the shoes of like anyone if I can just like feel what they're feeling.
Okay, I've listened to a couple of your music, and it seems every time I listen to your music, you are in that vulnerable state. Okay. Do you dwell on that to make music with your personal experience and you being very sensitive? Do you dwell on you being vulnerable to make that music?
Because I'm a creative, I can also create the scenarios, right? Okay. I can also make things up. But from its core, like I do use personal experiences and other people's experiences, and in a mix of like the creativity as well to create something new and
something very lovely, something
exactly.
Ladies could relate to. And we, the
Not
guys, too, could relate to as well.
Yes, okay, exactly.
But how did you find music?
I mean, music has always been with me. I don't think there has been a time where I was not with music. I always knew that I wanted to be involved in music in some way because I was really obsessed with, you know, music, listening to new music, finding new people. Writing, I used to write stories, I used to write poetry, and then I used to write music. So I've been writing and I've been a creative for a while before I started music back in 2019.
Okay, that's very nice. So how's your creative process like when making music or recording a song?
I think I have a couple of different processes. Some of the time I record the melodies, and then me and a producer will create from scratch. Other times I'll just write something, like I will see something that will just inspire something and I'll write it down, you know, and then I will use that to write a song. Sometimes I get sent beats and then I make music from that as well. And sometimes, you know, you can be rehearsing and then like the instrumentalist will play something different and you just start writing a new song.
Okay. But which style do you easily get along with?
You know, I can't say for sure because I do have different processes.
Yes.
It's as and when, it's like being led. You have to, it just comes to you.
Okay. It has to lead to something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just comes to you.
Okay.
And when it's done, it's done.
It's done. It's
Yeah.
done. Okay. But why did you change your name from Sophie? I know Sophie is your real name to S the Legend.
I changed it because I wanted to manifest, into my legendary status. There are a couple of things that will come. I'm manifesting to come, and it will come to pass soon. So soon everybody would know that, I am the legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I manifest to S the Legend, taking Grammys, performing at the Coachella,
Hallelujah.
doing big stuff, killing the fashion scene with a sense of fashion.
Real.
Yeah. That's very beautiful. We're talking about you manifesting your legendary status and everything. I can see you are very good when it comes to the music scene, but Amare is doing something crazy, putting Ghana on the map, and I want us to just tackle it before we move on to other stuff. I mean, she had the opportunity to perform at Coachella, to have her own stage, to do her own performance, and putting Ghanaian music on the map. How, as a lady, and being the first lady to do that, how do you feel about that?
I'm so proud of her. I've always loved her music. I've always loved her style and, how she carries herself and that she doesn't get restricted by where she's from. She's been able to do it so big for Ghana and for the Ghanaian ladies in music that, like, we can see that things are possible. Everything is possible.
Possible, yeah. Real talk.
Makes me feel really good. Like, she, Amare, and Molly, they are really doing the big thing for Ghanaian music.
Music scene.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very beautiful. But as the legend, how long have you been doing music?
I'm in my 6th year now.
6 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. And how has the journey been so far?
The journey has been up and down. I mean, it's been great for the most part. I've gotten so many beautiful experiences, and I'm living my dream. So, I'm just happy to be here. But it's not been easy. Like, I know people think that, oh, when you're doing music, it's easy. You're just singing and you're just jumping around. No. It's a whole lot of planning and a whole lot of work that actually goes into putting music out and marketing yourself as an artist.
Okay, so what have been your lowest moment in doing music? What has been your lowest moment that you felt, okay, this year was my lowest moment?
I guess I always, for me, when I have a low moment, I also have a high moment at the same time. So it's very, that happens to me a lot. Like, I always have, like, high and low moments at the same time. So maybe if I'm going through some serious breakup, then I'm also winning some award somewhere, or I'm winning something, something is going good, but then something else too is not. But, like, it happens like that sometimes, and I always look to the good things, because when you look to the good things, more good things show up.
Okay, that means the breakup, they'd be too much, pal.
Oh, that was them.
That was them. Right now, you're over it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, you're a strong girl.
Very.
Charlie, she's a strong girl, and I'm a strong guy, Charlie. You know how we do it? Okay, that's very, very pretty. I really love it when you say, like, you have your low moment and you try to balance it. You try to stay strong and try to have that positive energy.
I feel
that keeps
like,
you going.
no one is perfect. Nothing is perfect. So I only look to the good things and then keep working.
Okay.
So as for my low moments, I don't focus on it. So I wouldn't say, like, oh, there was this low moment that, no. I'm not even going to dwell on it.
Okay. There's this speculation, always circulating. You're a very pretty lady.
Oh, thank you.
And you being the music scene, do guys try to take advantage of you maybe before they help you out or making advances on you?
I would say that as a woman in general, wherever you find yourself, if it's media, if it's corporate, if it's school, if it's the streets, as a child, in all places you find predators, but it's how you navigate it. For women, we always need to be protected in every space. We need to encourage more women to enter into these spaces, take up roles like managerial roles, producer roles, you know, more musicians, more people in high places who are women, because when it's only one path and only one, you know, gender is heading that place, it makes it tough, especially if they're going to, and it's not only women, you see. I think some men too are being taken advantage of.
True.
Yes, so I mean, once we make the place safe, we get people to actually, you know, go to audit these people and make them accountable. No, we have to make them accountable.
Accountable, okay.
Yes, yeah.
But
But then
personally, have you
it's something that happens.
Personally, have you experienced that? Or not yet?
I would say that, you know, some things do happen that are uncomfortable, right? But I don't let it affect me. I just, you know, move on from it and find, you know, another way. Like, I don't have to always go through that, you know.
Okay.
I don't have to go through that part at all if that's not what I want, you know.
Okay. But as are you under any record label?
No.
So how do you find your music?
It's by God's grace. It's Nyame Adom.
Nyame ne susu mun kakra. Charlie, because it's not easy. You visualize the kind of music that you do is very good. But
it's good that I have like a couple of creative people around me that help, you know, ease my burdens. But at every juncture, we still need like funding. So it is what it is.
Okay. So which genre of music do you do? Soul music?
Yes, soul. I'm a soul artist, Afro soul artist. Yeah, I call myself the soul goddess.
Okay. And how has the reception been like? Are Ghanaians gravitating to that genre of sound?
I feel like Ghanaians love all types of music, you know. We just don't give the opportunity for them to listen to everything. We have to put everything in their faces, like. So yes, I've gotten a lot of good reception for my music. It definitely needs more ears, and that's why I'm even here, you know, giving my music PR, my journey, letting people see, you know, what work has been done. So yeah.
Okay, nice one. You have been in the space for 6 years. How have your sound evolved?
Yes, definitely. My sound has really evolved from when I started in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you recall the first time being in the studio?
I do.
How was the experience like?
I was super nervous when I first, you know, entered the studio because, like, I didn't really know how to record. You know, there's a skill to recording as well, you know.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I didn't know how to project, how to do this, and I was now finding my voice. But now, you know, looking back, I've seen how far I've come. And my sound has evolved, and and everybody talks, like, everybody I share my music with, they always tell me, like, wow, I'm amazed at your growth, and it makes me feel good to hear that.
Okay, that's nice. You know, you won Afro Future Star, Rising Star 2023. Has it opened different doors for you or different opportunities? Has it given you a different opportunity after being part of that show?
I feel like that win was for me, like me just proving to myself that you know, I can top that. I can, you know, win. That's what it is. That win was for me. I was happy to have, you know, gotten the opportunity to show my artistry and to top, you know, that competition. And I won some funding from it, and but I wouldn't say that, like, you know, it's just I did it for me. I didn't do it for, like, you know, any.
So there has not been any form of elevation.
I feel like the elevation, you know, is been by God's grace. Yes.
That's where the funding has been coming from.
Yes,
too.
I feel like it's been by God's grace. Afrofuture was a great platform for me to give myself PR, and it did what it was supposed to do. You know, so I got that benefit, and then I had to move on with God's grace to the next level.
Okay, nice one. God has been good too. He's the legend. Let's get to TGMA. You have been nominated for TGMA Unsung Artist of the Year. How do you feel about that?
It's great. I feel so validated, you know, because it's like all the work, all the efforts, my evolution is being recognized. You know, the unsung category is for people who are doing great, but they haven't, you know, been seen, and now is the time to be discovered. So I'm just happy to be a part of that category, and I know I can win it.
Okay. But how was the feeling like? Where were you when it was out that, okay, you have been nominated to be part of it?
I was just there and I saw a notification on WhatsApp. Someone tagged me in their status, you know, that, oh, congratulations on your nomination. And I saw it and I was like, what? Where did you see this? Because I hadn't seen it yet. And it was just like a moment of excitement. I was happy about it. I just started sending it to my friends, like, oh my God.
They should check it out.
Yeah, check this out. Like, this is what's happening. And I started sharing it, you know, out there. And
okay. But do you think it sort of give you that validation you have been looking for, that right now, okay, people are actually paying attention to the music that you have been doing or the kind of music you have been doing?
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, my sound is a little different too. So me being recognized was just, you know, a beacon of hope for me that, you know, my sound can be accepted or is accepted generally.
I think you performed outside Accra, the Experience concert.
Yes,
Can you tell us a little bit about it? How was the performance? How did the show go for you?
For me, it went great. You know, initially, I wasn't even aware that it was going to be live on TV.
Okay.
And, you know, we did a rehearsal in Accra before we went to do sound check in Takoradi. And it was amazing, you know. The energy I got from the crowd was amazing. The energy I got offline online rather, when I went online to check, I got some feedback as well. Like, all people were like sending me videos. We saw you on TV. We saw you on TV. It was great. You did amazing. And yeah, live band is my thing. So I felt good doing that.
Yeah, I know when it comes to live performance, you have been killing it. You have one of the few artists I could boast of that when it comes to live performance, they have been killing it with your soulful voice and everything. Yeah, Charlie, you have to check her out. Like, she's very good. She's a very talented individual. Let's get into your new single, Notice Me. What does the song talk about? And there was a lot of creativity behind the visualizer. And can you dive more into that as well?
So Notice Me is basically me telling somebody I like to notice me. Can you not see me giving you all the green lights?
Are you noticing me?
Yes. Now that you've brought my attention.
Yeah, my wine, with my tie. Yeah, you notice me.
So yes, I'm just telling him to notice me because I'm giving you all the green lights. Like, I don't know what else to do, but it's not just to a love for me. This is me to the industry. Like, you know, can't you see that I've fallen for you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the don't be shy. Don't be shy. Yes. So I'm just telling the Ghana music industry to notice me, and as I have manifested it because I released that song in January, and now I have a nomination.
Yeah.
So, you know, notice me.
Yeah, you have to notice her.
Yeah.
I notice you.
Thank you. And with the visualizer, right? The video was actually directed by Legacy. She's a girl, and she's one of my creative director friends, and she really went wild with the conceptualization. Yeah. And there's a bunch of people behind me. Some are skating, some are riding bikes, and, you know, there's a lot of things going on behind me. But, you know, I want you to focus on me. You know, there's a lot of noise, but focus on me, you know, because I'm the center.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are the center of attraction.
Yeah, and at some point of the video, you see, like, cameras flickering, and then you see, like, an award, a microphone, a phone as well, you know, because, like, you know, that's also how to get, like, to give somebody attention. That's media, a microphone, and coverage.
Nice one. But how long
did an award. Yes.
So how long did it take you to record that song?
It took me, I did Notice Me 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow. So why did it take you that long to release it at this time?
You know, sometimes it's just not the right time to release some songs, or you know, you don't have the right resources, or it just has to be God's timing with everything, you know, because you don't want to rush it. You don't want to let the song go to waste. And also, like, I did modify the song 2 years ago when I got the backing, my friends to come back, you know.
Or you feel like it was mixing some ingredients?
Yes, you know, it was. So we had to do some things again.
Yeah, a little bit touches to make
Exactly. Put saxophonist, and that's knee ballad, and then Julian on the strings. Yeah.
That means you really invest into your music.
I do try my best. Yeah, I try
So
my best.
who produced the song?
He's called Cross.
Cross.
Yeah, he also produced Jackie's Forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. But which people do you love to work with? People you love to collaborate with?
I would love to collaborate with Thames.
Thames.
Yes,
Okay.
I would love to.
Why Thames?
I just love her so much. Like, I just like the way she carries herself. You know, and her music is really fire. I have admired her journey.
Okay.
The fact that she has the freedom to do the kind of music she does and still make it big time. Is inspiring for me. Same as Amare, that inspires me a lot. You know, they don't conform to what people think they should do because of where they are from, but they're doing what they feel like is great music and is working.
Okay. So those are the only people you love to work with?
Oh, no. I mean, I would love to work with Kim Promise. I would love to work with Jackie, Molly. The list goes on and on. I mentioned
to have the songbird and to have the soul goddess is going to be beautiful collaboration. Yeah, looking forward for that. Okay, so it's quarter of the year. What are some of the stuff you have coming up?
I have a show coming up in June. MXLIVE 5 is the 5th installation and it's a milestone concert. So I'm really excited about that. It's themed into the fantasy abyss. So like, get ready to be sucked into a magical atmosphere of live music, you know, meets spirituality.
Okay.
Yeah, and after that, I want to release my project, my fourth project.
Fourth project.
Yes. So.
How many songs are going to be on there?
Is it an
EP or?
It's an EP.
Okay.
Yes, between 4
and
to 5
what's the name
songs.
of the EP?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in due time.
Okay,
yes.
okay. So where can we reach you on social media?
So you can follow me, SD Legend, ESSTHEE Legend, and go into my bio and vote for me. Vote for me for TGMA Unsung.
Okay.
That's happening soon.
And where can we get your music?
You can get my music everywhere. SD Legend, ESSTHEE Legend, everywhere.
Okay.
Apple Music, Spotify, Boomplay, or Audiomack, everywhere.
Bro, you just heard it from her. Follow her on all social media platforms. She goes by the name As The Legend, and her song is out on all streaming platforms. Guys, go stream it and add to your playlist. It's nice having you on the show today. I really, really appreciate having you on the show. Guys, let's take a quick breather. I'll be back in a bit.